Weapons have been forged in Tyria longer than humans have walked her shores. Each of these weapons, from the simplest of swords to the most complex magical staves, have a story to tell. The care of its creator, the demons it has defeated, or the allies it has saved. Like the parts that make up the weapon, each piece of its story forges into something greater. Unlike the metal and wood that forge a breakable item, these pieces of a story forge an unbreakable legend. Today we will not just look at one sword, but a pair of twin swords. The fiery dragon sword Sohothin and its twin sister Magdaer. The twins are instantly recognizable with the dragon head shaped hilts and the thin embezzled blade representing the dragon's fiery breath. The first report we have of the sword's existence is during the Guild Wars around 1013 AE, when the third and final Guild War had began. Or decided to withdraw itself from the conflict and make peace with both kingdoms of Ascalon and Kryta. For Ascalon, this peace came in the form of two ancient relics of ore given to the Ascalonian royalty. The twin swords Sohothin and Magdaer. So famous were the swords that replicas were commonly crafted and given to soldiers in the army. No longer ancient relics of ore, these twins now stood as a symbol of Ascalon. The swords were handed down through the generations, passed to the current and future kings of Ascalon. The last two Ascalonian royals to wield Sohothin and Magdaer were Prince Rurik and King Adalbern, respectively. In the year 1070 AE, the kingdom of Ascalon was abruptly and fiercely devastated by Bonfaz Burntfur. His flame legion of Char covered the land of Ascalon and her people in fire, leaving the kingdom a ghost of its former glory. Prince Rurik, with Sohothin in hand, attempted to lead the Ascalonian refugees to Kryta and outside the immediate reach of the Char. To get to Kryta, they would first have to cross the Shiver Peak Mountains, home to the dwarves. Their journey took them to the Frostgate, but here they encountered Dagnar Stoneplate, a leader of a xenophobic faction of dwarves known as the Stone Summit. A true warrior prince, Rurik guarded his people as they crossed past the Frostgate and into Kryta. This fight would prove his last, however, as Prince Rurik of Ascalon perished by the hands of Dagnar Stoneplate, his body, alongside Sohothin, left to be buried by snow. This wasn't the end, as Rurik's corpse was reanimated by Vizier Kilbron and taken to the Ring of Fire Island chain to face off against the heroes of the Flameseeker prophecy. It was here that Rurik would find his final resting place. The sword Sohothin was thought to be lost to the lava alongside Rurik. While Rurik guided many of his people out of Ascalon, King Adalbern stayed in Ascalon, in continual battle to retake the kingdom from the clutches of the Char. A new imperator of the Char came to power and attempted to succeed in retaking Ascalon City once and for all. The final battle between the human and Char would commence in 1090 AE, a battle that saw the Char winning over the remaining humans. Over the 20 years since Rurik's demise, Adalbern had become obsessed and crazed with victory over the invaders that cost him everything. In the last moments before the Char had claimed complete victory, Adalbern roared out over the battlefield.
We will never surrender! Never!
As he plunged the twin Magdaer into the ground. This ritual unleashed the Faux Fire, an ancient spell that decimated both the human and Char troops. While the Faux Fire fatally wounded the Char, it cursed any humans caught in its effect, turning them into vengeful ghosts that would forever protect the cursed lands of Ascalon from anyone they saw as an invader. Magdaer was shattered, and would be lost among the ruins of the Ascalonian catacombs for roughly 250 years. The twin fiery dragon swords wouldn't resurface until the early 1300s. Sohothin would be claimed by Ritlock Brimstone, the Blood Legion tribune and a member of Destiny's Edge, a famous elder dragon hunting guild. To this day, the story about how Ritlock got the sword is unknown. Did he journey to the Ring of Fire Island chain and find it himself? For now, we can only guess on how he procured it. The ghosts of Ascalon had been a never-ending threat since the Faux Fire was performed, but Ritlock came to believe he had found a way to reverse the Faux Fire spell using Sohothin, twin of the sword that originally caused the curse. Ritlock, along with Rock's Whetstone, Imperator Smoter, and other heroes headed into Baradin vaults to test the ritual. While it succeeded, the sword was drawn into the mists alongside the nearby ghosts. Rytlock had jumped in after it and re-emerged months later with Sohothin in hand. Now, 1328 AE, the sword Sohothin remains in Rytlock's hands to this day. Magdaer was retrieved from the Ascalonian catacombs in 1325 AE by Ersta Gulkin and fellow heroes. She aimed to repair the blade and give it to Logan Thackeray in hopes that having the twin sword would mend his almost brotherly friendship with Rytlock Brimstone. The blade has not been seen since it was uncovered and is still presumed to be broken. The twins Sohothin and Magdaer are not the only legendary weapons in Tyrian. Many more magical weapons reside in the world, some even more mysterious than the fiery twins.